السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام
وعليكم
ورحمة
السلام
الله
ورحمة الله
وبركاته.
وبركاته.
أهلا وسهلا. Welcome to you all. How you are doing today?
الحمد لله. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Alhamdulillah. Everything's good. Ya Allah. We have some missing students, it seems.
Yes,
Hanin, Hania, and Bella.
it's really weird. They're like almost always here.
Yeah,
Asap Tala.
they're always here. I mean, Tala sometimes she's absent, but Haneen and Hania, it's weird that they're absent.
Actually, it can be like last time they said they had some network connection issues.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay,
Hanin just came.
Haneen just came? Okay,
I
alhamdulillah.
knew they wouldn't miss this class.
They wouldn't. Yalla, bismillah. Attendance, Ala is here. Salina is here. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, everyone I think is here except for Hanya.
So Haneen,
And Tala.
with Haneen, Hania. Hania just came. Ahmed is here. And Nida, Tala is not. And Abdullah and Abdurrahman, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yalla, let's get started, guys. Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala ashraf al-anbiya wal mursaleen. We continue with the series of the life of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
So far, we spoke about the wahi. We spoke about, of course, when he was in his young life, and then we spoke about the revelation. We spoke about the secret da'wah, the secret stage of da'wah in Mecca. And we started yesterday speaking about, or this week, we started speaking about the public da'wah. The Prophet ﷺ was ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَانذِرْ عَشِيرَتَكَ الْأَقْرَبِينَ, and warn your tribe, your close tribe, which is Quraysh. And this is an open call, not just those who he trusted. Now he had a bigger responsibility to call all of his tribe, all of Quraysh. That was a challenge, right? And that challenge even started with some of the closest people that are related to him, correct?
Yes.
Who, when the Prophet ﷺ, he went up on that hill and he said, Ya Sabaha, Ya Sabaha. When I say his closest relatives challenged him, like whom, for example?
Abu Lahab. Abu Jahl. Abu Lahab. Abu Jahl.
Correct. Abu Lahab, yes. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a specific surah, special surah, just to promise him Jannah. Him and his wife, correct. And we also, yesterday, we mentioned that even when the public call started, they still would practice their Islam in a hidden place, in private, in a hidden house. Whose house was this? Who volunteered their house to teach Islam? Sahih.
Al-Arqam. Al-Arqam.
Sahih. So Dar al-Arqam became, subhanallah, a place known in history up to today to be one of the first schools, or the first school of Islam, of the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he volunteered to use his house to teach to the Muslims who gather and teach. And they did this up until Umar bin Khattab became Muslim, and then after that they could have been more public after that. We also spoke yesterday about the enmity, the hate from the disbelievers of Quraysh towards the Muslims. And we said that usually they tortured the weak and those who didn't have a strong family to protect them. Can you guys give me some examples of who they tortured to try to get them away from Islam? Yes.
They tortured Bilal.
Bilal ibn Rabah.
And Ammar and his parents.
Correct. That's some examples. And this trying to stop Islam, they try to ridicule, make fun of the Muslims, so others don't join them. They tried to compromise. That didn't work. Allah sent them the Quran, the ayah, the surah.
I have a question.
لكم دينكم ولي دين.
I have
Yes,
a
Ahmed.
question. Why did they kill Bilal?
Why didn't they kill Bilal? That's a good question. Bilal was tortured and he never gave up Islam. He keeps saying Ahadun Ahad.
So basically, the
Because he was a
board
He
slave.
didn't kill Bilal because they wanted to.
Because they owned him. He was useful to them. They bought. Basically, he was worth money to them because he used to work for them. But if you let me continue, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu had this great attribute. What he would do, he would buy these slaves that would become Muslims. He would buy them and then free them. The same with Bilal. Abu Bakr bought Bilal. You see what was bothering Umayyah bin Khalaf? It wasn't Bilal wasn't related to him. He wasn't bothering him that Bilal himself. It was bothering him that his slave is a Muslim and he did it against his order. Now that he's free, he didn't care after that. Bilal bought him from Umayyah bin Khalaf. Bilal radiallahu anhu bought him from Umayyah bin Khalaf and freed him. And of course he continued.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Isn't it Umar who, I mean, wasn't it Abu Bakr, not him?
Abu Bakr bought Bilal and freed him.
And then freed him.
Yes.
I heard that the...
Yes. Abu Bakr bought him and freed him. And then the first ever martyr in Islam, a woman, the mother of Ammar, Sumayyah. They tortured her until they killed her and she didn't give up her Islam. That's how strong these people was. Today we're going to talk about some other stories. There were some people from prominent families, respected families that were tortured, but they were tortured by their own family. Like Uthman ibn Affan, for example, was tortured but from his own family, because no other family would dare torture him because he was from the Umayyad family. Umayyad family, of course, was a strong family. Zubayr ibn Awam, the same thing. Zubayr ibn Awam, he was from a strong family. Nobody would dare but his own family, his own uncle harmed him.
Ustadh.
Yes,
wasn't there another person? I don't know if it's earlier or late into the Prophet.
You know Abdullah, even Mus'ab ibn Umair. Maybe you're thinking about Mus'ab ibn Umair. Mus'ab ibn Umair, he was the richest teenager in Mecca. When he embraced Islam, his mother took away everything from him.
Then he only had one garment.
Why?
He only had one garment, and he split it so he could cover his down part and his upper part. So
but before that, he was the richest teenager in Mecca. But because he embraced Islam, his mother wasn't happy with the fact that he embraced Islam. So she tried to take away everything from him, and he told her. And she even said that she's gonna stop eating and whatever. And he told, whatever you do, Mom, I want to keep respecting you, but I would never leave this religion. I would never leave Islam. And he never left Islam, and he died a shaheed.
The other guy, so his mom took away everything, but then he tore his garment, then except for a shirt. So he tore his shirt, then he tore around his downer part and his upper part, and his nickname is the person of one garment.
Subhanallah. And you know, all of this sacrifice he did was in order to stay a Muslim.
Could you
Islam. Yes, Ahmed.
Could you rephrase what he said?
Basically, to get the point of the story, that whatever his mom did to try to get him away from Islam, she took away everything from him, all his clothes, all his belongings, all his, he had the best perfume in Mecca and all of that. And whatever she did, it didn't take him away from Islam. He still became not only one of the best Muslims, he also became one of the ambassadors for Islam the first ambassador for Islam when the Prophet sent him to
What
Medina.
was his name again?
Why did he embrace
Mus'ab,
Islam?
Mus'ab ibn Umair.
Why did he embrace Islam?
Because
Why did he embrace Islam?
Yeah.
That's a, yeah,
Because he
of course, because it's the truth. Because it's talking about the oneness of Allah. Is they embrace Islam because it's the right way. Why would he embrace Islam? Except that it's the right way. It's the way of Ibrahim and Ismail and all of the prophets before and after. Of course, it's the truth.
Ibn Umair.
The young boy name was Mus'ab ibn Umair.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to tell you guys a story. It mentions here in the bottom, if you look at the second paragraph, it mentions Abu Dharr al-Ghafari. You guys are going to like this story. The da'wah, the open call came for Ahl Mecca. But there were some that embraced Islam from outside of Mecca. Not because the Prophet went looking for them yet. It wasn't time to go out of Mecca and call people outside of Mecca yet. But there was those who Allah sent them, subhanAllah, when Allah want to guide someone, He get them to come to the guidance. There's this Bedouin called Abu Dharr al-Ghafari. When we mean Bedouin, they're raised up in the desert. They're not raised up in the cities like Mecca and Medina and Ta'if. No. They're in the desert. Abu Dharr al-Ghafari was from the Ghafari tribe. The Ghafari tribe was known to be bandits. You know what's that? Like they rob the caravans. They're like the pirates of the desert, if we
So
could
you
call them
basically
that.
say that like they get traveling, you know, like how some people get some supplies and take it to other places. So
Mhm.
you're saying they steal from them and then like they
Exactly.
run away?
This tribe was a tribe that would
they basically
they
ambush
would
the
arm,
traders.
they would rob.
They ambush
would
the
rob
traders, then
the-
they take their stuff.
Exactly. So this tribe was known for that. His tribe was known for to be like the the pirates or the bandits or
Would they kill anyone?
only if they have to. The Arab, they would try their best not to kill someone so they don't get blood on their hand. But if they have to, of course, while they're fighting and robbing and all of that.
Okay,
Now,
continue.
the point of this story, Abu Dharr was, he was tired of this. He didn't want to be with that family anymore. So he decided to leave them. He told his family, I'm leaving. I'm going to find me a better life. He doesn't know nothing about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He doesn't know nothing what's going on, right? He's a Bedouin in the desert who is from this family, of thieves and robbers, and like we said, we can call them like the pirates of the desert, if we could call them that, or the gangsters of the desert, whatever. So he left them, and he came. One of the close cities to him was Mecca. He comes to Mecca, and he stops on the outskirts of Mecca. He stops outside of Mecca, on the outside of Mecca. He sent one of his servants in to check out the scene, to look at how everything is in Mecca. So his servant comes back to him and tell him, Abu Dharr, everything in Mecca is good, except that there is a man that claims to be a prophet, and that's causing problems in Mecca. Abu Dharr said, wait, I don't want to leave. I want to meet this man and hear from him himself. So that servant, he set up a meeting with the Prophet and Abu Dharr. Abu Dharr met the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He talked to him about Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. And Abu Dharr was convinced that this is the true religion. This is the religion of Ibrahim. This is the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he embraced Islam. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and that Muhammad and you are his messenger. He told Muhammad. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, being very intelligent, he said, listen, Abu Dharr, you are not from this city. You are not from this city. Keep your Islam secret. Abu Dharr didn't. Abu Dharr, you know what Abu Dharr did? Abu Dharr, he was such a tough guy. Well, everything have consequences. He was such a tough guy that he went in front of the Kaaba. It's in history, read about it. He went in front of the Kaaba when it's like a busy time, when all of the Arab, they're sitting and around the area. Because Mecca was a city, so the Kaaba was like in the middle of the city. So, and he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. the mob of people just rushed him and started to beat him up. Everybody just started to jump on top of him and beat him until he was like unconscious, right? So Abbas, the Prophet's uncle, who didn't embrace Islam yet, but was good to the Muslims, Abbas saw this going on. So Abbas stopped the people. What are you doing? Do you know where this guy is from? Do you know who's the family of this guy? They said, who? He said, this guy is from Al-Ghafari. Everybody jumped off of him. Everybody left him. They ran away. They said, we're beating up somebody from Al-Ghafari. Tomorrow they're going to find us. And when we travel in the desert, they're going to find us if we kill this guy. If we kill this guy, we could never leave Mecca again. So they left him alone. When he woke up and everything, the next day, he wanted to do the same thing. He goes by the Kaaba and he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Another mob jumped on him and started beating him up. Don't forget, there was still a lot of enmity from the families in Mecca towards Islam. Islam was still something new, and the people were mad because Muhammad ﷺ was criticizing their idols, and they saw that as
What do you mean criticizing? Idols don't even exist.
Like he was saying, these idols, they don't harm nor benefit. What you guys are doing it doesn't make sense, basically, like that, in that perspective. So they jumped on Abu Dhar again, and then Abbas did the same thing. He said, listen, if you kill this guy, this guy is from Al-Ghafari. He's from this tribe, Al-Ghafari. They knew the people of Mecca knew exactly who's Al-Ghafari. Naam.
Is the Al-Ghafari a very wealthy tribe, or?
Ghafari is not a wealthy tribe. They were like the bandits of the desert. Like, they would rob the caravans. So it was like a dangerous tribe. Yeah, it was like a dangerous Bedouin tribe. They're not from Mecca.
They're like a gang of people.
They're like a gang of people outside of Mecca, in the desert. So if they kill one of their men, they're gonna, you could imagine. So subhanallah, even though we still have a long time before we go to Hijrah, before we go to the Prophet's migration, but I'm gonna fast forward a little for you guys, right?
This guy's really brave.
Oh, subhanallah. I'm gonna fast forward a little for you guys. The Prophet,
He died from there.
now that's where I'm going to. The Prophet ﷺ told Abu Dhar, he said, listen, Abu Dhar, leave Mecca. You're causing too much chaos, and leave Mecca, and I want you, the Prophet told him, I want you to go back to your tribe. I want you to go back to tribe. Don't forget, his first intention was to leave his tribe. He said, no, I want you to go back to your tribe, and I want you to call them to Islam. Now, this is where I want to fast forward. Years later, after the Hijrah to Medina, and after the Prophet ﷺ became strong in Medina, after all of these years later, and we still have a long time before we reach to the Hijrah of Medina and the Prophet ﷺ, the Ghazawat and all of this, right? Al-Muhim, one day the people of Medina see a commotion coming towards Medina. They thought it was an army coming to attack Medina. So all of them are gathering up their swords and their armor, and they're marching outside to see what's going on. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoa, wait. I think this is something good. I think لَعَلَّهُ Abu Dhar. I hope this is Abu Dhar. The Prophet, imagine, so many years passed, maybe even 8 years passed, between the first time he met Abu Dhar, and he didn't see Abu Dhar again after that for the next long time, until after, when he was in Medina. He said, I hope this is something good. I hope this is Abu Dhar. Abu Dhar, listen to this, guys. This one man, he went back to his family, and he called each and every one of them to Islam. All of the tribe embraced Islam. And it's in history, you guys, subhanallah. There were two Bedouin tribes that completely embraced Islam, Al-Ghaffar and Aslam. And subhanallah, the Prophet will make dua for them. He will say, Ghafar Allah al-Ghaffari. May Allah forgive this tribe. They all embraced Islam. And some of the prominent Sahaba that you guys hear about, they're from these tribes, from these two Bedouin tribes. Abu Huraira is from one of these tribes. Abu Huraira, the one for hadith. He is from one of the two tribes, yes. The Bedouin tribes. So, subhanAllah, look at the work of this one man. The work, the da'wah, the sincerity of this one man. He goes back to his tribe and he calls all of them to Islam. Now, these people that were known as bandits are known as the righteous clan. May Allah forgive them. I don't think Abu Huraira is from his tribe. I think Abu Huraira is from the other. There was a second Bedouin tribe that all of them embraced Islam. But Abu Dhar himself was such a great person. Even after that, he has a beautiful history in Islam. Subhanallah. This is the true people of Islam. Guys, any questions or anything before I give you guys a break?
No.
If anyone have any comments, questions, this is the time for comments and questions.
Yeah. I want to comment.
Yes, Haneen.
Teacher of the tribe, there was a time when Abu Talib took Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with him, and then he met a Christian, and then he said that maybe you need to take Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam back where you live, and then because they could be like the tribes, the thief, the pirates.
No, he told them the Jew. He didn't tell them. No, he didn't tell them the tribes.
Ustadh.
He told them the Christian Buhaira. He saw the clouds following Muhammad when he was a kid. Not a kid. He was a teenager.
Wow.
And Buhaira knew that this boy was a special boy. And he knew the Jews are going to recognize him and the way.
The Jews and the Christians, they already knew that Muhammad was coming,
prophet coming.
But they were too arrogant to actually accept it.
The Jews was too arrogant and the Christians was too ignorant. But subhanAllah, more Christians come to Islam than Jews. But what he told the Prophet's uncle, he said, be careful, don't take this boy with you. If the Jews notice him, they might harm him. So the Jews, they have this evil in their heart against the last prophet. So if they notice him, they might harm him. Now that was a story. Of course, that's a story. We spoke about that story in the first chapters.
Because who was the last prophet before Prophet Muhammad that they
Prophet
hated?
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
That the Jews hated.
Yes.
Who was the last prophet that the Jews hated?
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
No, who was the last prophet before Muhammad?
Who was the last prophet before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Isa alayhi salam. Between Isa and Muhammad, there is no other prophet. Between Muhammad and Jesus, there is no prophet.
What?
Jesus
Yeah.
alayhi salam. Isa alayhi
Musa
salam.
came before them.
A lot before, yes.
The Jews, is it true that the Jews didn't believe in Prophet Isa?
They don't
Yeah.
believe in Prophet Isa, no.
I think they
Actually-
tried to kill Prophet Isa.
They try to kill him. They call him bad names. They call his mother bad names.
I heard that they believe in some of our prophets, like Musa, I think.
طبعا, the people of the book, the Christians and the Jews, they have common beliefs. So they believe, for example, Sayyid Ibrahim is a prophet, Ishaq is a prophet, Musa is a prophet, Noah, they believe in Noah. The Christians
They
and the
won't
Jews,
believe that Ismail is a prophet though, right?
Ismail, the Christians know that they believe Ismail was a prophet. But they always show like enmity and jealousy towards Ismail, even though they know he was a prophet, yes. Yes,
Okay.
Salina has her hand up.
So like our prophet right now is Prophet Muhammad. So the shahada would be Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. So if the prophet back then was Prophet Isa,
You would say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Isa Rasulullah.
Oh.
And in the time of Musa, they would say Ashhadu an la ilaha
So if there
illallah
was
wa ashhadu anna Musa Rasulullah.
any prophet, you just replace it with their name.
Exactly. At their time. But from the time of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam up until Yawm al-Qiyamah, in order to become a Muslim, you must say with the
Muhammad.
final prophet. Yes. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. I'm gonna start the break. Today is gonna be a very short break, right?
Oh, yeah.
Short break.
This is like a long story of like Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Nida,
Yes,
what do you like drawing or do you like writing down?
both. Maybe sketching.
I love drawing. I just draw whatever I want. I just draw and draw and draw and draw. I used all the papers in my house, and my mom said you need to get your own paper out of your money. I have my money, but I don't want to waste my money with paper. I still have books. I can draw on books, but the books I draw on, I would get books that I need to draw on, and then they need to be drawings for my friends or like my family.
Odna, we're back, guys.
Yay.
Okay.
الآن سنبدأ بدرس اللغة العربية. We'll start now with the Arabic lesson. The Arabic lesson today is going to be short, but more advanced. We have for you guys a paragraph. You read it, you translate it, you answer the questions. Together, of course. All of this is going to be teamwork. Let me see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to let Haneen, you're going to read or translate?
Translate.
Okay. Haneen is going to translate. And I'm going to give, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. You guys are 8, right? So three people are going to read and translate the faqara. What when we say the faqara, what do we mean? Hello.
You mean a paragraph?
Paragraph, correct. So three individuals from amongst you will read this paragraph and translate it, and then the other, everyone who didn't read, we're going to answer the questions, inshallah. So pay
Can I
attention.
try to translate?
Yeah, okay. That's Nida. Who's that?
Yes.
Nida, okay. So what I'll do is, you and Haneen are translators. And who's going to be our reader today?
Sorry.
Salina's going to read for us. So we have Salina's going to read. Selena is gonna read. Ala is gonna help anytime. Anytime Selena needs help with the reading, you will help her.
Okay.
And then, inshallah, then we'll read and answer the questions. So today is more of comprehension, inshallah. الاستفهام, inshallah. الفهم. You guys ready to start?
Yeah. Yes.
Yalla, bismillah. Salina, start reading. Ala, you're going to help her out. And then Hania and Nida are the translators. Help each other out in translating. Yalla. Bismillah. Let's start.
شريف طالب في الجامعة وأخته زينب طالبة في الجامعة أيضا. هو يدرس الهندسة وهي تدرس
Help her out, Ala.
وهي
What is this word?
وهي تدرس الطب.
الطب, correct.
وهي
Okay, go ahead, read it again, Selena. وهي تدرس الطب.
وهي تدرس الطب.
Okay, now give Haneen and Nida a chance to translate. Go ahead, Sharif.
And
Sharif is a student.
Sharif is like a student and Talib is honor, I think.
Jamia. Haneen
Jamia
is
is university.
university, okay. If you need any help, Haneen must help you. وأخته
And her sister Zainab
Is a student. Is a student at. I didn't get the last part. Hold on.
in a university also. Haneen, raise up your voice. We can't hear you, Haneen.
Oh, university also.
Okay. So and his sister, so Sharif is a student in the university. شريف طالب في الجامعة. وأخته and his sister Zainab طالبة في الجامعة أيضا. She's also.
And she learns.
First they went back to Sharif. هو.
Oh yeah. He learns هندسة.
Exactly. هو يدرس الهندسة. Nida, what is هندسة? It's a type of occupation, basically.
Handasa is, I think, engineering.
Exactly, engineering. Exactly. Everyone else, make sure you're paying attention because these questions are coming to you. Abdullah, Abdurrahman, Ahmed, everyone else, the questions are coming to you, Hania. So pay attention. Okay. Continue, Selina and Ala with the reading.
شريف لديه هواية كثيرة. هو يحب السفر والمرسلات والقراءة. وزينب
Ala, you're supposed to be helping her out when she makes a
Okay.
mistake.
والمراسلات والقراءة.
No, you got that word, Selina. Go ahead.
والمراسلات والقراءة.
Let at the period, let them translate. يلا نداء and Haneen. شريف لديه هوايات كثيرة. What does this mean?
I know.
Talk to me.
Sharif has a lot of hobbies.
Let Nida do the next part. وهو يحب السفر.
He loves fancy stuff, something.
وهو يحب السفر.
Huh?
وهو شريف and he يحب
Loves.
and he likes, yes, he likes السفر. What is السفر?
Safar is this.
When traveling, right?
Yeah. Safar is traveling, so he likes traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you can do, you can
Well,
in his hand.
يحب السفر والمراسلة. And where's Haneen? Haneen, help out. What is مراسلة? Remember we talked about the postcards last time, the letters, sending letters.
Oh, it's like something about messages, right?
Sending messages or
Like postcards. Long time ago, before all of the social media and the phone, people used to have these hobbies. When they traveled, they would send like postcards to their family, and this is an old hobby. This is an old book. Not an old book, like in the 90s, people used to do that. Now people just take pictures on their phone, send it.
And Zainab has a hobby.
But استنى شوي, we didn't reach to Zainab yet.
Oh.
هو يحب السفر والمراسلة والقراءة.
He loves to travel. He loves
And send letters and
to send letters and read.
القراءة. Okay, go ahead, Salina and Ala. وزينب
لديها هوايات كثيرة أيضا. هي تحب القراءة والصحافة.
Perfect, mashallah. Excellent job. والصحافة. So you guys translate please, Nida and Haneen. وزينب لديها هوايات كثيرة.
And Zainab
And Zainab has a lot of hobbies too. She loves to read and
let Nadia try to do it. هي تحب القراءة. Anida, Haneen just said it if you listen to her. هي
it's
تحب
reading, right?
She likes to read. She likes reading. والصحافة.
والصحافة, I think that's like it's the same thing, right?
صحافة is more like the press. Like she likes to tell the news, stuff like that. Okay, now we answer the questions. Guys, remember this, right? And you guys took this before. So this is just a reminder. All of these questions start with something called asma istifham.
It's the beginning of the question, like aina and what.
For example, aina, ma, ماذا, mata, right? All of these are ماذا, they are asma istifham. They are questions that for example, they are words that start questions. Okay, who's gonna read the questions and who's gonna the guys who are listening, Abdullah, Abdurrahman, Ahmed, they have to answer your questions. So now you guys gonna ask, you guys gonna choose anyone you want. Let me give that job to Ala. Ala didn't really have a chance to read. Yeah, Ala.
Yes.
You ask the questions and choose someone to answer it.
Okay.
Okay, yalla.
So who didn't participate?
You have Abdullah, you have Abdurrahman,
You have to do like a person
Ahmed,
that didn't go yet.
Hania, and you could choose the other students also.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask the 5th questions.
Right, so you start from here, number 1. Here's number 1.
أين يدرس شريف? Abdurrahman, can you answer this?
Abdurrahman?
أين يدرس شريف؟ شريف طالب في جامعة.
ما شاء الله. شريف طالب في الجامعة. صحيح.
Okay.
ما شاء الله. He studies at the university. Excellent. Abdurrahman. Continue, Ala. Second
Okay,
question.
so في أي كلية يدرس الشريف يا هانية؟
Ania. أو ماذا يدرس؟ في أي كلية يدرس؟ أو مثلا I'm making the question easier for you. أو ماذا يدرس شريف؟
هندسة.
A complete sentence, please.
هو يدرس الهندسة.
Correct. شريف يدرس الهندسة. She got it right. Continue, Ala.
Okay. ما هوايات شريف يا أحمد؟
يا أحمد. I'll just ask you a question.
Okay.
ما هوايات شريف؟ Ahmed, you know the word هوايات, what it means?
No.
Who could help Ahmed with that?
It means like a hobby.
Hobbies, yes,
So
hobbies.
what is your hobby?
They're saying, what are Sharif's hobbies?
What are Sharif's hobbies?
Look for it in Arabic. Look for it in Arabic, please.
شريف لديه هي
هوايات
هوايات
ك
كثيرة
كثير. Can I make this bigger? Is there any way I can make this bigger?
Yeah,
Let
you
me
can.
see. Oh, if I make it bigger, too big, it's gonna like not show. Is better like this?
Yes, it's fun like this.
Okay. Go ahead. شريف لديه هوايات كثيرة.
كثيرة.
Keep going. هو
هو يحب السفر ولو رسالة
والمراسلة.
ومراسلة
Well, and one more thing.
والقراءة
والقراءة. So he likes the safar, which is traveling, and he likes to send out letters to his friends, and he likes to read. قراءة.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, Ala, next person. You're on number 4 now.
Okay. في أي كلية تدرس زينب يا عبد الرحمن؟
You chose Abdurrahman, right? Who didn't you
Yeah.
choose? Abdullah, you
No.
didn't choose.
Yeah, sorry.
Abdullah,
نعم.
ask him again, please, Ala.
Okay, so Abdullah, can you answer this question? It's في أي كلية تدرس زينب؟
زينب لديه هوايات.
No, قبل الهوايات. Before you look at هوايات, the question is في أي كلية؟ يعني كلية is college. In what college she studies? Or you could say ماذا تقرأ؟ ماذا تدرس زينب? What does she study?
تدرس زينب هو طيب.
الطب.
طب.
You know what's a tip, Abdullah?
Doctor.
Yes, medical doctor. Medical doctor. One more question. Go ahead.
Teacher, I think the fifth question I can split it in two for Nida and Hanin.
Okay, as you like. Go ahead.
So Nida, ما هي الهواية الأولى لزينب? What is the first hobby that is named for Zainab?
Reading.
Good job. Hanin, what is the second hobby?
بس في العربي نداء you have to tell us in Arabic.
إقرأ.
قراءة. قراءة. Okay. يلا, the next one is for حنين.
حنين، ما هي الهواية الثانية لزينب؟
الصحافة.
صحيح.
Yes, صحيح.
MashaAllah, you guys did an awesome job today in Arabic. Now we have Quran. Nobody leave yet. I'm gonna take up my paper and I'm gonna tell you who has a break today and who reads tomorrow. Have some patience with me, please. Ya Allah, let me just open in the Quran page. 1 second. Even though today is memorization. 1 second. Ya Allah. Okay. The students that have a break today. Or you wanna wait until your name comes up? So Allah is gonna read.
Teacher,
Yes, Haneen.
I think a few people are gonna read. I'm not reading. A lot of people are gonna read today.
Oh, there's a lot. There's more today than tomorrow. There's more today than tomorrow. Let me just go name by name. When it reaches to the person who has a break, I'll tell her or him that there's a break, inshallah. So let me start with Ala. Ala, she reads today and she has a break tomorrow. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ala, you have Surah Al-Jathiyah from... Did we add to it? 33 to 35, did we add to that? Ala?
No, only from 33 to 35.
Okay, 33 to 35. You're right. Okay. Yalla, you could start.
Teacher, can I leave now? Because my laptop is about to die.
Okay, this is who? Selena? I can't see the names now. Subhana, your voice and Nida's voice is very similar, so I can't tell. It's who's speaking to me, Selena?
Yes, Selena.
Okay, Selena, you have a break today, so you're allowed to leave.
Okay.
Yes, ma salama. See you tomorrow. Don't forget your memorization tomorrow, 43 to 50. So
Yes,
it's
sir. Okay.
no. Ma salama. Okay, Ala, you could start. In Nida, you also have a break. If you want to stay and listen to the students, you could. And if you like to leave, you could be dismissed. Nida, you have a break. And who else has a break today? Let me see. I think that's it. It's Selena and Nida has a break today. Okay. Go ahead, Ala.
Assalamu alaikum. I think it's from 23 to 25.
Yes, tomorrow.
Or
Yes,
32.
for Ala,
Yeah.
33 to 35, please.
Okay.
يلا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وبدا لهم سيئات ما عملوا وحق بهم ما كانوا به يستهزئون. وقيل اليوم ننساكم كما نسيتم لقاء يومكم هذا ومأواكم النار لكم من ناصرين. ذلك بأنكم اتخذتم آيات الله هزؤا
اتخذتم آيات الله هزوا غرتكم الحياة الدنيا فاليوم لا يخرجن منها ولا هم يستعتبون.
جزاك الله خيرا. But لا يخرجون, there's no shadda, right?
Okay.
لا يخرجون. No. MashaAllah, you did an awesome job, Ala. جزاك الله خيرا. You have, of course, in the Quran, you would have your break tomorrow for Quran.
Okay, جزاkallahu
Okay.
khairan, teacher. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. حنين.
Yes.
Honey, give me a second for 1 second. Both you and your sister have Surah Al-Dhariyat, Ayah 16 to 19.
Okay.
You could start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Already start from
آخذين
ما آتاهم ربهم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك محسنين وكانوا قليلا
كانوا بدون الواو بدون
كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يسهرون وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون وفي أموالهم حق للسائل والمحروم وفي الأرض آيات للموقنين.
MashaAllah, you read until 20, so I'm going to write that for you.
One more. وفي أنفسهم أفلا تبصرون.
Go ahead. The last one, I didn't hear it. وفي أنفسكم
أفلا تبصرون.
Start from the starting. وفي
أموالهم
وفي أنفسكم
وفي أنفسكم أفلا تبصرون.
MashaAllah. So I'm going to write for you. You read today from 16 to 21.
Okay.
MashaAllah. Awesome job. Awesome job, Haneen.
Thank you.
Jazakallah khairan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Is Hania ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
يلا قولي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم and start. يلا.
بسم الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم آخذين ما آتاهم ربهم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك محسنين وكانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون وفي أموالهم حق للسائل والمحروم وفي الأرض آيات للموقنين وفي أنفسهم
للموقنين
وفي أنفسكم أفلا تبصرون.
MashaAllah. Also 16 to 21. MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Excellent job. Ahmed, are you reading? مع السلامة. Ahmed, are you reading today or tomorrow?
I said today.
Today, okay. Let me just give me a second.
And then you said that I don't read tomorrow, correct?
Correct. You take a break. That is either you take a break today or tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm doing it today.
You're reading today? Okay.
Yeah, the ayahs are 33 to 37.
Your ayahs are 36, correct. 33 to 37. That is correct.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا جاءت الصاخة يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه وصاحبته وبنيه لكل امرئ منهم يومئذ شأن يغنيه.
MashaAllah. Excellent. Wallah, Ahmed, MashaAllah. I could see you put some effort. Jazakumullah khair.
I did better than all those last times, correct?
You did better, a lot better, Wallah. You did great today.
Okay.
Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, so Nida has a break today. Ta'ala is not here. Okay, so we go. It's time for Abdullah and Abdurrahman.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم زعم الذين كفروا أن لن يبعثوا قل بلى وربي لتبعثن ثم لتنبئن بما عملتم وذلك على الله يسير فآمنوا بالله ورسله فآمنوا بالله ورسله والنور الذي
فآمنوا بالله
ورسوله والنور الذين أنزلنا والله بما تعلمون خبير.
ما شاء الله. عبد الله ما شاء الله, good work.
مع السلامة.
جزاكم الله خير عبد الله. مع السلامة. عبد الرحمن جاهز؟ زعم
الذين كفروا أن لن يبعثوا قل بلى وربي لتبعثن ثم لتنبؤن بما عملتم وذلك على الله يسير.
على الله دائما بعد
على الله يسير. فآمنوا بالله ورسوله والنور الذي أنزلنا والله بما تعملون خبير.
ما شاء الله. شكرا عبد الرحمن, you did an awesome job. يلا, we'll see you tomorrow.
مع السلامة. How are you doing in Palestine?
We're doing good, alhamdulillah. A lot of challenges in Palestine, but alhamdulillah we're doing good. May Allah protect you guys.
Ameen.
مع السلامة.